It was such an honor to be told by my dad that I had to speak here this morning. His words, and I quote, were, "Both your sisters did it, so don't even try to argue." And as many of you know, trying to argue with him maybe wouldn't be the best idea. So even though I'm graduating in 2 days, it's hard for me to process that my time here has come to an end. While I've been a student in this district for 13 years, I'll always remain the little kid running around the Bowling Green bubble or hanging out with Kathy Rodgers and Tracy Immel in the front office. From the beginning, BGHS was all I knew. My dad was principal before I was around, and I don't know if anyone can say they had a Bowling Green Purples football jersey made for them before they were even born. And while both my sisters say they have experiences being referred to as Little Gary, it's a little different when you're an exact carbon copy of him with hair. I can stand here proudly and say that BGISD is the greatest school district in the state. While there are many reasons, the most important one to me is the quality of the staff. There are so many teachers here today who have made lasting impacts on my life. I've had the opportunity to revisit my elementary school, Potter Gray, recently, and so many memories flooded back. Like seeing Miss Marco, who I had 3rd and 5th grade, and remembering being terrified of her because she was the tallest woman I had ever seen in my life at that point. Or Miss Wilkins, whose grammar boot camp was so intense it got an actual ambulance called to the school. I also noticed that almost all my other teachers, Miss Price, Pratt, Dwyer, Brandenburg, Van Meter, and Henson, had chosen different career paths or retired since I was there. And so I don't know what that says about our class, but I hope it's a coincidence. I was also at Potter Gray when my dad became superintendent, which meant the start of that dreaded wintertime question. I won't be surprised if I still get messages while at Cincinnati asking if school will be canceled when it snows. And let me say for the 100th time that I don't know. The junior high years are awkward for everybody, but especially strange for our class, who spent 8th grade speaking through face masks and alternating between NTI and in-person learning. While it was tough for everybody, I had resilient teachers such as Ms. Joyner, who persevered and made learning feel as normal as it could during strange times. Ms. Joyner was also one of the only teachers who had all 3 Fields kids in class. She knows us collectively as Paige Elizabeth, and Baby Parker. Another moment that stands out from those years was being called to the guidance office and asked to be nice to a new student who was transferring from the county schools. It was Miss Warder's son, Ethan. That simple moment led to a lasting friendship, and tonight, me and Ethan will be celebrating our graduation together. I then began my first year at Bowling Green High. Coincidentally, there was an entirely new school with state-of-the-art facilities at our disposal. You're welcome. I truly loved every year of high school and was grateful for each teacher I had the chance to learn from. My dad may disagree with that last part, since on occasion I had a few issues, like the time Miss Hyman gave our entire 3rd period zeros on our quarter 3 final, when Coach Widener scheduled a test for our first period on senior skip day. I've moved past those brief moments, and they are both teachers that I know I could reach out to in the future if I ever need anything. There are so many more amazing teachers, such as Miss Allen, who showed me what it meant not only to be an educator, but how to care for each student as if they were her own. And I think I can speak for our whole class when I say that we love you, mean it. Miss Angeli, who I had for 3 out of 4 years of high school. And not saying I know a guy who can pick my teachers, but let's just say if I did, I must have really loved your classes. And how could you blame me? While other math classes have constant lectures and pop quizzes, Miss Angeli's class was learning